Yo. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can give me a sound check. Y'all know my shit be fucking up sometimes. Do I need to check myself? Can y'all hear me? I guess I'll check myself. Make sure my shit playing. Why y'all ain't saying nothing when I can hear myself? Nobody saying nothing. Anybody got nothing to say? What's the deal? What's going on? Anybody got nothing to say? Y'all say what's up, Lady J. Y'all say what's up, Lady J. Chasing them clouds, nigga.
Got them coming in for the low, paying 23 for the beat. But I let it go for 34, boy, I'm capping. When they come to get money, boy, I'm about to action. Try to ride, boys, just know that a nigga pack like a Green Bay. Try me if you want to. Uncle Sam gon' scream, hey. Real fight, got good yank. Gas bag came from the bay. Confidential from LA. The baddest strippers come from the A. I'm just being honest. Baddest bitch worth the finest. She walks down there in the products. You seen Louis on my wallet. Stole the car, fuck the driver. Niggas know I be wildin'. Gotta stand fuck the stylist. Cause I love all designer. I be mix matching clothes, nigga. I can mix match a hoe, nigga. Bring my dog from up the road, nigga. Call the whole elbow, nigga. And it ain't come from no dough, nigga. Left me sleeping on the road, nigga. Fuck a girl, she's a gold, nigga. That's why I only got dough, nigga. Chillin' in the kitchen, nigga. I'm posting, nigga. Chillin' on the block, trying to get it. I'm posting, nigga. Living in the strip club all night with it. She posted, nigga. Catch us, we posted, nigga.
Y'all shout out to my nephew, Ronell, aka Shakai. Y'all get shout out to my nigga. That's my son. That's the one that got shot when I was doing a live video.
Private trips overseas, I got folks in Jamaica, nigga. Make them come over to shake a nigga. Just got a call from my little Haitian nigga. Told me just go ahead, be patient, nigga. I know that I got it coming in. Call my phone, nigga, round.
Look at my other nephew, Chevy Nolan. That's your brother, Chevy. That's your big bro. That's his blood brother, same mother. Friday Night Toast. Freedom Cast TV. Yo, what's really good? It's your boy Alonzo 1219, aka Harlem Hurricanes. Back in the building with Lady J Kane. Come over here. She gonna do some. She got some paintings gonna go on that wall right there. So we did some reorganizing. I put my storm warning and everything on the other wall. We got some paintings and shit gonna go up here. Painting of Sean Taylor, Ed Reed, and of course Ed Reed's twin, myself. And that's what we gonna do. And the paintings will be for sale. So if you want a picture of yourself, send me the picture. She'll paint it.
Draw it.
Or draw it. She'll draw it. And you're gonna see the drawings. The drawings is fire. So You will see. She put a couple of drones on Facebook.
I brought the Sean Taylor.
You brought Sean Taylor on? Let me see.
It's on the truck.
Go get it. You finish it?
Yeah.
Okay, she gonna go get the Sean Taylor one. Alright. What we gonna talk about tonight is coaching. That's what I want to talk about. That's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about what I've seen from this coaching staff. Another thing, I will be on Mark Rogers next week. I don't know exactly what day, but I'll be on Mark Rogers next week, and I'll be talking a lot about the coaching staff and things like that. I'm gonna let you guys talk about the players. I want to focus on this coaching staff and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'll let you guys talk about the players and shit. I'm gonna focus on the coaching staff. You know what I'm saying? Let me give a shout out to everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? It was good. It was really good. Chris been waiting for a while. It was really good. It was really good. We got. I need my damn mouse check. I don't know my mouse. I just had my mouse check. What we got in here? Slow folk was really good. Slow folk. CWO, what's going on, family? Rod D, what's really good? What's really good, Rod? Oh, that's the one you keeping for yourself, huh? She already got it in the West. Let me see. This is the one she keeping for herself. But I'm gonna hang it on my wall until she bring me one.
That goes in my bar.
See, you can go on her bar. She going to the bar. You know what I'm saying? So, and she actually she does a great job. She's doing a picture of me right now, and it makes me look make me look cute. You know what I'm saying? So she gonna do the paintings. I don't know what my damn mouse right here. She gonna do the paintings and shit. And that's how we gonna handle shit. Also, for anybody, you want Freedom Cast TV, y'all jump on Freedom Cast TV, man. Y'all better hurry up, man. Y'all jump on it, man. Y'all jump on Freedom Cast. Y'all can call me now. Y'all can hit me up, and I can set up everything now. That's how we doing things now. Nephew, what's really good? What's really good? That's your brother, man. Lady J done hit my hand. I done messed up here. That's my nephew serving in the United States Air Force. You know what I'm saying? You want to see your cousin? Tatiana. Caprice on.
Where he at?
Right here.
Oh, the glasses. Hey, my hair look lopsided. Hey, how you doing? Text me.
Larry, what's really good? What's really good, LJ? What's going on? What's good with you? Laker Forever, what's going on with you? What's good with you, homie? Demetrius, what's going on, fam? Y'all know I'm the only one who go down the whole chat in the beginning. Y'all do none of that shit, right? Lil J, what's good, homie? What's going on? John Hancock, it's Zoe time. And Central Texas came. I hadn't seen you in a minute. What's good with you? What's good with you? All right, what I want to talk about, and I'm gonna put the stream key in early. I'm gonna put the stream key in early because I'm gonna let y'all. I'm only staying on for an hour. I'm just letting you know I'm only staying on for an hour, and that's it. So if you want to come in. If you want to come into the chat, they go to Stream Key, and you let me know what you think about the players and shit. But what I want to talk about is Mario Cristobal and still the how astonished I am at the coaching staff that he's put together, and just the people that he's letting around the program, like Jason Taylor. But I don't know if you guys read the article that I forgot my boy's name now. Louisiana coach, LSU ex-coach Ed Orgeron. Ed Orgeron was at a couple of practices, you know what I'm saying, giving the coaches some pointers, you know what I'm saying, on offensive line protection and all of that for free. Like this is the pool that I did not know Mario Cristobal had. It's amazing the coaching staff that he put together to get these young kids ready. And people have been asking me, Zoe, how do you feel the season gonna go? And I keep saying, no matter what, I feel like at worst 2 losses. That's at worst. That's at worst 1 conference loss. I don't see North Carolina beating us. North Carolina's talented. I don't see North Carolina beating us. I don't see Florida State beating us. I don't see Virginia beating us. I don't see Virginia Tech beating us. I just don't see those teams beating us the way they are preparing these kids right now. I just think I've been watching some of the footage on spring and everything, and I've been paying way more attention to the coaches than I have been paying to the players. And the reason for that is that the last couple coaches that we've gotten, we've been looking at the players and looking at the players and looking at the players and looking at the players, and what we've been doing. What's up, Ariel? What's up, Sexy Casanova? What's up, Sexy? What's good, Sexy Casanova?
Hey, you already know.
Oh, hold on, time out. You ain't got to show out with the U behind you. Come back, yeah. What's that like? What's that?
What is that?
Hey, Boogie, what's that? Hey, Boogie. What's that? Hey, Boogie, what's that?
The future, pimp.
Future. Listen, I can't even hold you.
Brother, how have you been?
I'm living, man. I was out of work for a minute because of my knee. I had knee surgery, you know what I'm saying? So I was out of work for a minute, you know what I'm saying? But God is good all the time, you know what I'm saying? I've been blessed, you know what I'm saying?
Always has been.
You seen that Sean Taylor painting, that Lady J drew?
No.
It's right here. I don't know why she put it all on the couch.
My bad. Hey, homie, I've been tied up nasty at work, so my bad. I ain't been able to even been on really. Oh, that's cold.
With your
Sean.
Nike jersey.
Yeah, that's that boy Taylor right there.
You know what I'm saying? She's doing paintings and she's starting to do paintings. So if anybody want paintings or whatever of anybody or yourself or whatever, she'll do. I mean, sketch, not paintings, drawings. I don't know the difference. I ain't no fucking artist. I don't know.
Damn, do me a favor.
What's good?
Do me a favor for real.
You about to put your headphones. You got it on?
I can bring them.
I might have to use a set of mine. Matter of fact, hold on. You can pull it. I'm listening.
Send me the cash up on that last chain.
You want to buy it outright?
Yeah.
It's yours then. I was doing a raffle, but if you want to buy it outright,
nah. Y'all already know.
Got you. I see. I see the price on it, and I discount it for you. So you want to buy it outright?
If you would honor me like that, I would appreciate it, doggy. Yeah, I'm cool with it.
Oh, it's not. Let me see the other one. Oh no, it's this one.
Yes, sir.
It has a bigger chain though. This chain here's a smaller chain. This one is for I have one more. The other one has a bigger chain.
You want that one?
Nah, it's not that one. The other one has a bigger chain. I had to get a smaller chain for Norman. Norman wanted one he could wear like every day, so I had to get him a smaller chain. But the other one has a chain almost the size of this one right here. It's the bigger link. This is a 10 millimeter. The other one has a 12 millimeter. So
I'll be straight either way.
Nah, it's just a little. Norman wanted everyday wear. He wanted one you can wear every day. The other one I can't wear every day. It's too fucking heavy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it's something to put on. You know, we played Virginia Tech, FSU. You know.
Oh yeah. Now me, I've been talking about the coaching thing. Well, the raffle is off. Sorry, Ariel beat y'all to it. So the raffle, you can. So the raffle is off because Ariel came in and stole it. Hey, money talk bullshit. How do you know Brown said it? Money talk bullshit, run a marathon. See, you wouldn't want to be. You know what I'm saying? So money talk bullshit, run a marathon. That's just how it is. I did a raffle for the sneakers, and both pair of sneakers got sold before I did the raffle. So Money talk, bullshit on the marathon. Hey, I gotta make money at the end of the day. But I'm big on the coaching staff and everything. So how do you turn that family? I'm sorry, that damn fly killing me.
Homie, we legit. Yo, we legit all the way across the board, bro. We legit. Offensive line, head coach. You're not talking about a head coach that is learning to be a head coach. You're talking about a head coach that has been a head coach.
I still think he's learning though. Because if you look at the stat, if you look at the stat, like I've never seen this before. I've never seen a coaching staff put together. This is really a Nick Saban coaching staff. And when I saw Ed Orgeron on campus working with the coaches for free, like Ed was on campus working with the coaches for free.
Hey, your boy from the Rams, the coach.
Yeah, but I mean, he's bringing in so many different fucking just people to advise. He's learning. He's bringing in people. Because remember, my knock on him was he's never caught a play. That was my knock on him, is he's never caught a play. So can he surround himself around coaches that's not just friends? Because I didn't like the offensive coordinator at Oregon. I didn't like him. You know what I'm saying? So my thing was, can you surround yourself around coaches? Do you have that type of, not can you do it, do you have that type of how do they call it, charm, charisma, to where these coaches want to come be soldiers with you? That was up in question for me. Not no more. He got that. He definitely got that.
Yeah, you got, you know, look, one thing that I'll put out there for Mario is, and only because of my own culture as being a minority, and I'm sure you can share that, is when you're underrated or you're already put behind everybody else, you have to be able to have something extra to you. And that's why, you know, Manny, everybody wanted Manny to succeed. We all wanted the U to do better. We all believed he can make it better, but he wasn't that kind of alpha male. He didn't really have that kind of like succeed or die. When you hear Mario speak, it's different, dog. Like, you can tell he's about his business. He's like, yo, we about to get this in, and that's it. And I mean, I don't know. What do you feel?
I feel like what he did was go back to the hood.
Yeah, and get talent.
He went back to the not just going back to get talent. Like the money that he's donated to some of the schools there, the elementary schools and the Pop Warner. What he's making Miami do. He's telling Miami, these inner city kids, these young black kids was making you great. And he's putting his actions behind it. You know what I'm saying? And so he didn't just do what Mark Rick did and go to a high school game and that was it. He didn't do what Manny did and never go to the hood. Like Manny acted like he was scared. He acted like he was scared of the hood.
I mean, but
he actually
was.
He actually go in the trenches. And he got coaches. He hired coaches that are going to go in the trenches. Like, who in the fuck can say that your defensive coordinator and your fucking linebacker coach got 2 national champions as defensive coordinators? Name me a coaching staff that got that.
And here's what's even better. So let's be honest, fam. I got mad love for you. We was drowning, dog, because we knew TVD was the real deal. We been known that. You can see that boy's talent from jump. Like, okay, he can sling it. He doesn't have a problem throwing the ball. And then in college football, that basically breaks down to 2 things: have a good defense and be able to run the ball. And I felt like we regressed in defense in the last probably 2 years
We regressed
So-
Manny first year. If you look
Yeah.
at down the season, and I think it was because they were tired and they had to do so much, but they still regressed. And what I like about TVD is
He can sling it.
No, not just that though. He's sneaky fast. If he break containment,
Because he's
if he
young.
can break, yeah. No, he has a long stride.
Yeah,
He
he's
has
tall.
he's athletic. He's not
Yeah.
Michael Vick athletic. He's not Steve Young athletic. But he's
Mhm.
Trevor Lawrence athletic.
He's
if
Jared Goff.
he is not going to he's gonna if he break containment, you're looking at about 15 yards. It's crazy
Yeah.
how many times he broke containment last year, and I'm sitting here watching this dude outrun his angles. Like he knows he's sneaky. What I say about sneaky fast is he knows his angles, so he's very smart. He knows his angles. He knows how to, and then he knows how to get down without getting hit. And what that does is now defenses, and he knows how to throw on the run. He knows how to throw over. He knows how to throw across his body on the run. So now defenses, they giving him that run because he can throw on the run. So when these defenders see him about to run and they creep up on him, he's reading you. Like this kid.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have to, because even Trevor had a sophomore slump. You know what I'm saying? Even Trevor had a sophomore slump. So I still have to see how he does when this year.
So,
Don't
what's
just
the
hear me for a
best
second.
thing you can give a quarterback?
A running back, a running game. Now, but today, not just that though. The best thing to me, I think the best thing you can give a quarterback now is a tight end, and we have
Bingo.
two of them.
Bingo. It's not. This is not. And I still feel like that because I went to high school with Rowe. You know, I got to see all them boys. I remember Frank Gore and all them. You know, we look at football differently. But now it's what you said. You know what the best thing you can give a good quarterback with a decent line, like an average line, above average quarterback, a good tight end.
And you know another
Because
thing,
everybody
right?
already knows receiver, but if you can get a tight end that can block and catch, you'll change the game.
Another thing, though,
those matchups matter in the top games.
and another thing too, though, right, is everybody looks at football as the running game setting up the passing game. Now the
Yeah.
passing game sets the running game up. Because
Absolutely.
when I get these linebackers backing up, I went back and watched a lot of games when because everybody get mad at Killer Cam. I went back and watched a lot of games. Killer Cam broke more long distance runs and more long distance catches than any running back we've had in a long time.
Yeah.
Any running back. I mean, he broke a 90-something yard pass play. That was the longest pass play anybody on the team. Like he broke.
He's big.
He's in fact, and people don't realize how fast he is going downhill.
Yeah,
you ever
he's
see,
a big
you
dude
ever
that
see
can run.
you ever seen anybody catch him from behind?
No.
I've never seen nobody run him down. I've never seen
For
it.
his size, he's fast. He has to get it going.
And that's what I mean by that. Like, but listen, I am not upset about having 20 running backs. We weren't upset today about having 20 running backs. I don't just want to see one. I don't just want to see. I don't want to see one back. I want to see backs stay healthy.
That's what I was going to say. I don't care how many backs they rotate or tight ends, or it don't matter. What they look. Here's the one advantage that we have. We are in the most southern city in the entire North Atlantic. Miami's about speed. We play in humidity. Recruit out of the city. Own the state. If you can run in Florida, you can run anywhere. And if your whole squad is better conditioned, and those little small things that people don't understand, like people look at recruiting and they're like, oh my God, you know, A&M, Alabama, Michigan. Cool, I get it. You know, stats are stats, they serve a purpose. Can you run in 85-degree humidity? Can
And
you
that's why we've never
down
had
south
dominant.
in Florida?
And what bugs me out, we've never had dominant offensive linemen. We've had dominant one or
Bingo.
two. We've never had because they lose weight in Miami. And somebody just,
Bingo.
Mr.
It's
Miller
hot.
just asked me, what is our next recruit? Mr. Miller, listen to me. This is me. This is me. That's a question for like wholesome one or something like that. Teach you why. Because I focus on what we have now. That's what I'm saying. I focus, and when we get the recruits, then I talk about them. I'm more focused on what we have now. Because if I'm focusing on recruits and players that aren't on the team, if I'm focusing on that, that's a problem for me because I can't focus on the team. So what recruit we going to get next, I have no idea. I don't even follow recruiting like that because I look at it like this right here. Miami gets whatever recruit they want when they're losing damn near. When Miami wins, whatever recruit we want, we're going to get.
Yeah.
Well, and when we win, whatever recruit we want. So what recruit we land next, I really don't care because I know when we win, we're going to get whatever we want. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying we're going to have all 5-star recruits. You know what I'm saying? All 25 kids going to be 4 and 5 star. I'm not saying that. But
Sure.
when Miami wins, there's nothing like college. There's nothing like the only thing I can equivalent is when Miami win. If the New York Knicks win a championship,
Facts.
like
When
as
Miami
bad as
plays-
we have done, if as bad as my Knicks have been, anytime the Knicks are good, basketball is crazy. When Miami is good, football is crazy.
You know
It's
who said that?
bananas.
You can quote him, and I'm going to say this on this channel because you can quote him.
Hey,
Colin
it's not a
Cowherd
day.
said that.
Oh yeah, I thought Colin Cowherd listened to my show when he did that thing. I swear to God, because he said everything that I said. Colin, thank you for repeating everything I said. I think Colin listened to my show.
He said it don't matter what's going on. He said while Miami is winning, it is good for college football, and it'll draw 2 points in any city in North America.
And
Think about what we're saying.
And somebody just said Mario. What did he say? Mario is the professor of recruiting. Mario is a great recruiter, right? But if you look at the 2 schools that he was at when he was at Alabama, I don't count his recruiting at Alabama because this is why I don't count his recruiting at Alabama because everybody who's the recruiting analyst at Alabama is always the number 1 recruiter. They're always the number 1 recruiter. What he did at Oregon, he did a great job. Oregon always recruit pretty decent, did a great job. But what he has in Miami is this right here, the most recognizable symbol in all of sports. That's what he has in Miami. He has Miami. He wins there, he's going to get whoever he wants. I'm not even really concerned about his recruiting. What I was concerned about was the coaching staff that he put together. And with the coaching staff that he has at Miami right now, it's amazing to me. They go Ariel, he back. I don't know what happened. With the coaching staff he has at Miami right now, it's amazing to me how fucking talented. Like he had.
Yeah.
I've never seen a coaching staff this talented outside of Dennis Harrison, Jimmy Johnson, Butch Davis, and Nick Saban. And I'll give Pete Carroll when he was at USC.
USC.
That coaching staff was crazy.
Yeah.
You know, that coaching staff was crazy. But what he has in my
Barkley and Reggie Bush and all them boys.
So, but what he has, Ariel. Oh, he's talking Smiley J. He's talking Smiley J. Coach Hayes, what's good? I'm gonna put that chat in there for you. See if you want to come in and chop it up with me and Ariel.
Yeah, get him in, man. Homie, listen to me. Listen to me. 1, I'm happy that you're good more than anything, and 2, get excited because the train is getting ready to take off.
You know what?
I believe that to my core, dog.
You know what I'm doing? I got in an argument with a dude on Facebook the other day.
What talking about?
He said he was gonna fuck me up, and all. I said, "Why you so emotional?"
Oh
So
Lord!
listen. I said, "Why you so emotional?" I had to put my glass on to see his teeth. I'm like, "Yo, why you so emotional, bro?" Do you know what I'm doing now? I'm on my Ed Reed shit. I'm on my
Good, chill.
sit back. I'm sit back. You know what I'm saying? Not get too emotional until it's time to get emotional. You're not going to dictate my emotions. I'm going to dictate my emotions. I know for a fact, I'm so confident in this coaching staff that they're going to have these players ready, prepared to go. That it's going to be, listen, game one. All right, game one. The one thing I can say, win or lose, game one. Win or lose, they're going to show up. They're gonna be. They're not gonna be this team that is not prepared for the moment. That was the problem with Mark Rick, and that was the problem with Manny Diaz. Guess who that wasn't a problem with though? It wasn't a problem with Al Golden. They showed up. They just got beat at end of games. Now Clemson beat our ass, but they got beat at end of games. They got beat at the end of games. But they showed up. They were in almost every game. But with Mario, what he's done to me is the coaches that he's brought in. The coaches that he's brought into this program. He's brought leaders of men into this program, and that's the most important thing that I wanted to see. I wanted to see whether or not he was going to be able to. And what bugs me out is how he was strategic with it. Because myself, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Why we don't have no coaches yet? Like, what are you doing? We don't have no. We don't went through the first recruiting cycle. We don't have an offensive coordinator. We don't have a defensive. We don't. What are you doing?
We just the eggs weren't ready to get put in.
But see, my thing is that's. But see, usually that's a recipe for disaster though, because it hurts your recruiting and it also hurts the chemistry. It hurts the chemistry.
Confidence build. It
hurts the chemistry because there's no playbooks ready. Now, we did start behind the ball with the playbooks on the offense and defense side of the ball because we didn't get the coaching staff ready until, you know what I'm saying, so late. But I'll take that for what we got. Little Timmy.
Zo.
Hold on. What's up, little Timmy?
What's going on, guys?
Coach, what's really good? Coach, what's going on, big bro?
I'm good, dog. I'm just consuming some cane juice, dog. I gotta power up.
I got some cane juice too, Coach. I got me some cane juice too, but I got me some Miss Lady J redid my whole bar for me. You know what I'm saying? She redid the whole bar.
There it is.
You see why I put the U over there. And
That's like Graceland.
And she got my Sean Taylor. She ain't gonna give me that one, but I'm still claiming she got my Sean Taylor. I'm gonna keep saying painting so she can just give it to me because it's a drawing. But Coach, how you feeling? I'm on the coaching staff right now, coaching, and with you being to me a Hall of Fame high school football coach.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna be honest with you, like you was a great football coach. Great football coach. Just be like great football coach.
It's all good.
And you know I don't just say shit to say shit, coach. But you know you and I was on the same page with how long it's taken to put this coaching staff together.
Right.
It was to me it took too long. I think I don't want to speak for you, but I think for you it took too long. But the outcome, to me, you couldn't have asked for a better outcome if it would have been a day one hire. How you feel about that, Coach?
No, I mean, I agree, right? So there's a couple of things when you look at things like that so far as, getting coaching staffs, different things together. I mean, I take it for Mario like this: the moon and the stars align perfectly for what we have going on. It's a beautiful thing. Great experience. That's something we lacked last year, right? Experience at the coaching position. Personalities that people know. This is no knock to those guys, but if Banda walks in, if Packy walks in, who knows these guys, right? Who can you go to the house? Right now, you had to bring Manny Diaz had to go in the house in order for some name recognition. Now you don't need that. You got Kevin Steele. You can Google him, and his Wikipedia page means something, right? You can Google Charlie Strong and see it means something. You can Google these different things and it means something versus a very young and inexperienced. And then to me, these are not knocks on those guys. They took the opportunity to go coach at the youth, but you can't have a room full of inexperienced people. Now it's the blind leading the blind.
It's a resume thing. It's a resume thing. You have to have a resume. You got to
you got to have some time. You got to have time on task. You got to be able to have people that you can bounce ideas off of. Like I said, it's the blind leading the blind. If we all came from the same tree, we all bear the same fruit, right?
Yeah.
But if I'm a coach like a Die, for example, he may be a younger guy, but he's been in a tree that does things a little different. And then a Kevin Steele is an older guy. He's got the NFL experience, so his trees are a little bit different. Charlie Strong, and he brings it from not just coaching, but he brings it from a leadership standpoint, what it takes to recruit the Teddy Bridgewater and the other 33 guys to get them to Louisville. What was his trick? He can share those tricks in them staff meetings. Like, look, I went and got the head of the snake. I realized if I got Teddy Bridgewater, I can get the rest of these dudes out of Florida, right? If I could do, like, those are the different things that a Die will learn from. Those are different things that I forgot the defense end's name, Wright, I believe, the defense end coach, he'll learn from. Even the D-line coach, he'll learn from being in this part of the country. So it's big, man, And then on the offensive side,
another thing I like, another thing I like, Coach, is two things. If Mario was to get sick and not be able to coach a couple games, you have coaches on that roster with head coach talent, with head coach experience that can fill in for him. And when you look at a guy like a Charlie Strong, if Kevin Steele was to anything happen to him, he's to leave anything, you plug him, you plug and play. You're not concerned. You're always concerned, but you're not as concerned as you have the experience to where the next guy, that next guy can take that and keep the ball running.
Right, I agree. Right, again, because of experience, and that's what it is. And as a head coach, I always told people when I got my head coach job, my first bit of advice was, when you become a head coach, the last thing you do is coach football, right? So if you look at it, right, Mario Cristobal out here shaking hands, kissing babies, doing press conferences, meeting with boosters, talking to the board of trustees, all the different things you got to do. So football comes last, in essence, like the X and O piece of it. He's got to trust his staff. And for Manny Diaz, he had that same role. Kissing hand, shaking hands, kissing babies, doing all of the stuff. But while he's away, there's a lot of inexperience in that room. And so because there's a lot of inexperience in that room, who's getting better? You only know what you know. And so, that's a good thing.
I mean,
you good. Go ahead, Eric.
I also think that and this may be a very blunt statement, but I also think that there's a difference between a supercharged Camaro and a turbocharged Porsche. Right? So, and I know it's a very blunt statement. It's probably not accurate, or however anybody wants to see it. I accept it.
Don't you talk shit about my Camaro.
Nah, I'm just saying,
I'm just fucking with you guys.
Mario, you already know. Mario is a champion. He's been a champion. He understands what it is to be a champion. He comes from a fundamental background of nothing but success because his family didn't have any other choice. And some people don't like but he's an alpha male. He's putting that out there. He's bringing people in, and in the beginning, I get it, because everybody that was a Canes fan for real when he first started recruiting was like, yo, why is it taking so long to fill these slots? Like, yo, people should be signing up to go to Miami and this and that. Like, yo, don't trip. Like, it's gonna be fun with TBD.
Yeah, see, I never worried about Miami getting recruits. Like that was
hell
far
no,
from,
man. It's
that
Miami,
was far,
dog.
yeah, that was far from my thoughts. And the same thing as Coach. And I listen to Coach. My thoughts was the same thing as his. Like, what's taking so long to get these coaches? That was my thing. And what amazes me is everybody said, well, who do you want as your defensive coordinator? I said from the get. You remember Charlie Strong? I said I wanted Charlie Strong.
That's a huge hire, dog.
I said I want him as my D. That was before he hired Kevin Steele. I said I wanted Charlie Strong. And then he hired Kevin Steele, and I was like, oh, shit, that's a great hire. Then he brought on Charlie Strong. I said, oh, my God.
He still got Charlie Strong.
That was it for me. But when I saw Ed Orgeron down there this week, I mean, like, people joke about Ed, and the man has how can you joke? But the man has a national championship, and to me, he wasn't given a fair shot at LSU.
Why is he in Miami anyway?
Yeah, listen here. I don't care to have his knowledge there with these younger with these players, and it's even bigger when you have coaches, and Coach Hayes, when you are alpha, because he has a lot of alpha coaches, to sit back and listen to Ed Orgeron when he's not even a coach. They sitting there listen.
Why is Orgeron in Miami though? I'm confused. Why?
Coach, you want to answer that one? I can't answer it.
Yeah, because he don't have a job.
In Miami?
Because he don't have a job. Because he don't have a job right now. He's available. He's been down there in Miami. He was on the staff when I think when Cristobal was a player. So I mean, again, those are the things we talk about experience that you can branch off and do that type of thing. Like, let's just say, for example, Manny Diaz right now was the coach. Ed Orgeron may have came and spoke or whatever, but I don't know if he would have been invested maybe in the program. But you have to remember, it's also about the people. That's what Cristobal says too, right? Ed Orgeron and his relationship with Mario Cristobal. Maybe he's there. Maybe he can give Ed Orgeron an analyst position, or maybe he's going to get one. I don't know. Maybe he's done that already.
Family, if that boy comes on staff with who's on the payroll, I'm just gonna say
his presence alone, though, like Coach said, like Mario has these connections. Like when he played at Miami, so he has these connections, right, to a lot of great coaches, right. But you have
champion.
But it's not just that though. Like you have to have humility to bring in coaches that have succeeded more than you. Like
sure.
I mean like coordinators and head coaches, you have to have, because the thing about and me with Manny was afraid to do the things that Mario was doing. You see Ed Reed out there coaching these kids every game during practice. You see him out there. He wasn't allowed to. Remember, everybody said he don't want to coach. He don't want to coach. So why is he doing it now? He didn't do it last. Why is he doing it now? Why is he out there every spring game right now? I mean, every game with these players, showing these players techniques. And why is he out there doing it now? Because Mario isn't threatened by Ed. He's not threatened by him.
Exactly.
When Manny was
alpha.
When Manny wasn't the alpha, and he got his dad in his ear saying, "You don't want Ed around the program because he's going to divide the locker room." No,
Bingo.
Iron sharpens fucking iron.
Yeah.
You know, I keep saying this. I say it when he's on, and I say it when he's off, and I'll say it again. I give his flowers all the time. What made me a better podcaster, what made me better at doing this and controlling my emotions, is them 2 and 3 hour conversations that me and Coach Hayes would have on the phone. He's the guy that I call Big Brother, who's actually younger than me. Because iron sharpens iron.
Sure.
Lonzo, he didn't say it like Lonzo Uni. Lonzo, what you worrying about that shit for? That's not, don't worry, you worrying about the wrong shit. But I only can take that from somebody I respect. You see what I'm saying? You can't take it from somebody who hasn't been through the mud, who hasn't done these things. Mario
wants it with us in the ACC. right now.
Right?
Ooh.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you. Listen,
Ooh.
I'm gonna let a sleeping dog lie. I'm going to let a sleeping dog lie. I am not going to forget about Clemson. I'm not going. Listen to me. I
Listen,
am
y'all.
not going to forget about a two-time national champion.
Clemson ain't out. They down.
I'm not gonna forget
I
about it.
don't
But
even
listen, I'm
think
gonna
they
say
live
this.
like
Too.
that.
But listen, I'm gonna say this. I did my little, I do the Coach Be Coach podcast now, where we just talk about all parts of football and we breaking down each conference. And I'm really looking at them now. On the surface, we like, oh, Clemson, they bad. But dog, they not as bad as we think. They still was a 10-win team.
I don't think so. I think Clemson is a 9-win team, and I think that if we can get what we need to get going on the line, dog, I'm telling you, I don't think anybody sees us coming. And don't even tell nobody. Just stay quiet.
This is the one thing. This is the one thing. Listen. This is the one thing I have to do. I cannot dismiss a two-time national championship head coach.
Yeah,
I can't do that.
I get it.
At a school like Clemson, who's willing to give up $1 trillion. Listen to me. If you've ever went to Clemson, if you've ever been to Clemson, South Carolina, it's Clemson, South Carolina, that whole town is about that university. They bleed football there. They bleed it there. And the one thing about it is they don't have to come to Florida to get talent. They steal enough talent from Georgia. And let's not get it twisted like South Carolina football ain't the shit. So they're going to get talent, bro. They might not get all the talent that they got from South Florida. But they'll get anything they want out of Georgia damn near. And they'll get anything they want out of South Carolina. And they'll get damn near. You know what I call Clemson? Miami's, the state of Florida fourth major college. Because they steal players from Miami. They've always, even from back in the days when what's the name coach there, Bowden, they've always been able to. They've always had roots in the state of Florida. So I will not. They will always be a threat. Always. They will. Now, can Miami beat them? Sure. Miami could beat them. Can Miami be better than them? Sure. But just because Miami could be 11-0, and Clemson can be 10-2 and beat Miami any year.
Shit, Clemson could be 11-0. Miami could be,
I know
7-4 and beat them.
I know, but what I'm saying is, you said who am I worried about in the ACC? I'm going to always be worried about Clemson, and I'm going to always be worried about Florida State. Always. And I'm going to always be worried about North Carolina as well. Because even when we were great, they gave us hell. Remember, our greatest championship team of all time, 2001 team, right, Coach? 2001. We were a flea away from losing to Boston College.
I know. I remember, dog. I was there.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't write other teams off because those kids. You say a man put his pants on the same way you do.
One leg at a time.
Exactly. But when you talk about teams like Clemson, Florida State, North Carolina, who continue to put players in the NFL, when you talk about these teams that has roots and like Matt Brown ain't no chump, bro.
Nah.
And they gonna get better because thing about North Carolina, they had a lot of young starters mixed in with that running game. Those young, the Tony Grimes and all those cats are now in their third year. So they were kind of down last year, but Josh Downs and all that stuff, those teams ain't nobody to sneeze at. Like so when I talk about Clemson, they're down, like I said, doesn't mean they're out. And they were at so high above everybody else in the ACC. Like, let's just say they were hitting on 10, right? Being 10, being, say, perfect. Their down was maybe an 8 when everybody's high point was 7. You get what I'm saying? Not saying that, again, Miami can't beat them. I get it. We can. Definitely we'll see how it goes, how we play in our first 4 games. And we'll definitely get a better benchmark of what it'll look like. But, bro, These teams are not in North Carolina State. I don't believe either going to be down too much either. They're going to get a little bit better. Like
And Virginia Tech's going to get better.
yeah, but they still got a
everybody's
new
more
guy.
competitive too, though. All schools are more competitive. Like this isn't like, that's another thing we all have to accept too. Is like even in basketball and everything. Like this isn't back in the days where it was like, yo, if you don't go to Oklahoma or Florida State or Miami or like everybody is more competitive. So really, what it is it boils down to nowadays is just pure talent and coaching and scheme. That's it. If you got the right players against the right players with the right people calling the plays in the right moment, that's it. Because, we don't see those things no more, man. Like, and people say, oh, Alabama is dominant and this and that. Like, they weren't dominant last year. Like, anything can happen. You lose one receiver and it blows your whole scheme, your whole rhythm. So, like, I think for us more than anything in the ACC, like it's like professional football. What's the first thing they tell you as a coach in professional football? Win your division. That's it.
I think
division.
a team that will now this is me just personally speaking. I think a team that will fall off the cliff if they lose their coach would be Alabama. I think Alabama will fall off the cliff.
Oh hell yeah!
That's the team I think would fall off the cliff.
Look at the money they got, dog. They spend more money in assistant coaches than others.
I think they'll still fall off the cliff because Nick
I
Saban
think so too. Oh no, so
I think they would.
I think they would too.
I'm just saying
I
because
think they would too.
I mean they would have. First off, one thing I wouldn't want to be is the coach that follows Nick Saban.
Yeah,
I want to be the coach that follows Nick Saban.
That's a hard act.
I don't want to be the coach that follows Nick. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll take the job today.
exactly. Hey, you may not want to be the coach, though. You may not want to be the coach that
Tyreek
follows.
Hill.
But that cash, right? You'll be there.
Oh yeah. But I know a lot of people saying Dabo would go. He's the next in line for Alabama. Dabo ain't leaving Clemson for Alabama.
Nah, I don't.
But not after Nick Saban. I think he'll leave.
Dog.
No.
I don't think he'll leave. I don't think he'll leave because listen, Clemson will match anything Alabama got. Clemson got just as much money. That's an agricultural school who owns the. You know where I live in? I live in Columbia, on a street called Clemson Road, where we have 2 outdoor malls. I'm talking about, and they're both on rated in the top 10 in the country. Sand Hill and the one in the street, right? This road stretches about 5 miles long with nothing but 500,000 houses on, 500,000 houses and everything. And the University of Clemson gets money from this street because they sold all the land and they still have the agriculture school 2 minutes from my house. This is how much money they got. Like this.
Oh yeah.
They can match anybody's pocket when it come to paying a coach. And
But I don't think it's the money though, Zoe. I don't think if Dabo's the lead, I also don't think it's the money, right? It's also, here's the deal, because we said the same thing. Think about this. We said the same thing about, and I'm guilty. I'm just as guilty about Mario Cristobal. Why would you leave Oregon? It's established, but it's your dream job. Dabo played at Alabama.
And I agree with you.
But I'm saying, why not now be the dude that you did what you did at Alabama? At Clemson, and take it to Alabama.
This is why I'm saying it. Well, I think Mario's situation was a little bit different. Mario is not following a 6-time national champion.
It don't matter though. I don't think.
I think it does because I look at Mario he's a little fragile a little bit. He's a little fragile a little bit.
What you mean?
When the fans here get on him, for losing games or like the quarterback he played last year and stuff like that, the fans here got on him a little bit, and he got a little rattled and got a little fragile. The Alabama fans gonna kill him. The Alabama fans gonna kill him. They're not giving him no slack, no nothing. See here he did something at Clemson. He did something that has never been done before. He won 2 of them. They had one before that. But at Alabama, they expect it. Clemson fans still don't really expect it. Alabama expects to win every fucking year. And he's fragile. And I'm not saying he won't take it, coach. I think he wouldn't take it at first shot. But I could be wrong.
Maybe I'm gonna log out and log back in. It sounds like a robot. Maybe that's my phone. Maybe that's me. Hold on. I'm gonna log out and come right back in. I don't
think anybody sees us coming, and I think that's gonna be the key. I think everybody thinks that we're gonna be a middle, kind of like upper middle team.
Who? I don't think. With this coaching staff, there's not one coach in college football that don't. I mean, it might not be the national media, but there's not one coach in college football that's like, what the fuck is going on at Miami? It's not one coach in college football right now that is saying, what the fuck is going on? How is he getting all? Because it's like Coach said, this guy's just not the coaches though. The record, he got Jason Taylor, that the recognizable faces that these kids know, that these kids know by looking at them. These college coaches are not going to take Miami lightly at all. Because you got to realize, they all know these coaches. This is a coaching tree. Coach Hayes say it's a small fraternity. They know these coaches. Charlie Strong's a 2-time national champion at at University of Florida. Yep. Kevin Steele, one defense coordinator, LSU championship, defense coordinator, Auburn championship. NFL, they know these guys. The offensive coordinator, I can't pronounce his damn name, but like he won Coach of the Year. That's not just given to you.
Some Gaddis.
I'm excited.
Gaddis. He won Coach of the Year with a broke arm quarterback, no offensive line, and had to change his whole style to run the ball because they had no receivers. They know there is not a school, there's not a team in college football, a coaching staff in college football that don't have that. If they're playing Miami, don't have that game circled, because Miami right now is the Heels with the coaching staff. I'm talking about with the coaching staff, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. They have a coaching staff that. Coach, can you remember a coaching staff besides the Alabama coaching staff? Do you remember a coaching staff this deep?
Nah, man, not with this many names. Not potential names, right? Like where they turned into somebody, but who they already are. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna
say this: defensively, it's like that, right? Even offensively, it's a good start to it. I still think our offensive staff is relatively young.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say that. Like I say, I'm not saying they haven't been around, but we're talking about like a household name. Right now, Josh Gaddis is the only guy who holds that simply because of what he did last year, right? Which is great. Nothing wrong with that. Frank Ponce, we all know him from the crib, but we're talking about on a national coaching stage, Kevin Smith, relatively unknown. In circles of the coach, he's young, right? Nothing wrong with that. Stephen Fields, still young, but known as a great recruiter in there. But we talking about the X and O piece of it, And then Alex Mirabal, right? I won't say young; he's been coaching for a long time, but we're just talking about having a lot of different stops. He's only been at, I think, the 3 schools: FIU, Marshall, and Oregon. Yeah. And then now Miami, so that makes 4. But so the offensive side is still relatively young. I don't want to say inexperienced, but young.
No, you're right. They are. And a lot of them are inexperienced. But the great thing about it, Coach?
Well, they're not inexperienced. I think Kevin Smith is the only guy that's maybe, I think he's only been coaching now maybe 4 or 5 years, if I'm not mistaken.
You know the great thing about it, though, Coach? Mm-hmm. That defense, they're going to be going up in practice every day.
Right.
Them defensive minds that they're going to be going up and practice against every day. Yeah. If that shit don't make you better,
iron sharpens iron, like man sharpens man. I get it, right? And so just like you say, but I just think Mario in his mind was, let me get this defense going. I really believe in my heart of hearts, he has really taken a page from Nick Saban, being on that staff, understanding the dynamic, meaning I've said this 100 times. Nick Saban's staff consists On the defensive side, he is the man. He always gets a no-name coordinator, become the defense. Like I say, nobody. You have to Google right now where Pete Golden came from before he went to Alabama. Where did Pete Golden come from? Anybody?
No.
Do you know? That's my point. University of Texas San Antonio. You gonna tell me, I said this on numerous shows and numerous times, you gonna tell me Nick Saban is gonna get the keys to a 6-7-time national championship since his tenure, not overall, to a guy from University of Texas San Antonio from the Sun Belt Conference or Conference USA, whatever they're in? No. He knows I'm running it. I can get a guy like Pete Golden, who's probably a very bright guy, understands this game, so forth, relatively unknown. I can mold him, teach him, whatever. He ain't gonna give me no pushback. It ain't gonna be no ego. But on offense, right, and he'll put some other guys around him on defense to help him out. But on offense, he always goes get a former head coach that's offensive minded to be the offensive coordinator. Going back, Lane Kiffin, Steve Sarkisian, Bill O'Brien, Mike Loxley. All these guys were head coaches. So basically, they're the head coach of the offense. He's the head coach of the defense. And then on game day, he's just the head coach.
And what was Mario? What was his? He was the offensive line coach, right?
He's the offensive line coach at Alabama.
So, but he understands offense. I mean, I think
right.
That's what.
No, yeah.
So that's basically the same thing what you're saying about Nick Saban understanding defense. I think Mario has an offensive mindset. He understands mindset. So, like you said, he go a little bit slow on offense.
Well, he actually did in reverse, right? He did it in reverse.
He did it in reverse.
Right. So all he did was what? I'm gonna go get a former, well-known defensive guy. He could take care of the defense. And me and Josh Gad is gonna bounce ideas off each other on how to work this deal, because Mario still hasn't been a play caller on game day. So that's the disadvantage he's been at than Nick Saban, right? Where Nick Saban was a D coordinator and so forth. But you got a guy that's experienced. You didn't go get a Pete Golden type dude. Let me go get a guy that's experienced, that's young in there. I can teach him something. He could teach me something, and then we can work this deal out. And I don't have to go worry about the defensive side of the ball. You know what I mean? Because those guys got so much experience. You know what I mean? And so I think it's a beautiful formula. Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Too.
And when Bill O'Brien leave,
great points.
When Bill O'Brien leave, he gonna go get another dude. You
know what? I hate to switch the subject a little bit, but this is the first time I don't usually talk about stuff like this NIL stuff. But I actually agree with what you're saying. I can't pronounce your name. How you pronounce that name, Area Coach? Falcon
X. Falcon X. What's up?
Falcon X. Sound like a porno movie, but no. See, I can agree. One reason I can agree with that is Miami is a superstar town with superstar players with more Hall of Famers, and they're around the school. Also, me and a guy had a Clemson fan that works with me every day. We had a debate. We were talking about the most recognizable symbol in all of sports, which is it is
the U.
The most
already know.
And he actually brought something to my attention. He was like, Lonzo, do you realize? He said, I don't even think you realize how much that symbol means. I said, well, how the fuck are you going to tell me? He said, every team in college football mimics that right now. I said, what do you mean? He said, Miami has always been able to do this right here. They've always been able to throw this up. Besides hook 'em horns, whatever that bullshit is, that little 65 thing. Besides the hook 'em horns, Miami was able to do this. So now they made gloves for teams to do like this here to show they. And I was like, and he's a Clemson fan. He was like, bro, that's how powerful them just being able to throw the U up. Now they make gloves for teams to be able to do that to try to show their symbol. That U is so powerful. So I can actually agree with if Miami used that NIL thing right. Because Miami has money. They've always had money. But it's a private school. So they
don't
need
have to
more.
tell you how much money they got.
But they need these more donations and stuff like that. But that's simple. They make so much money just on it. I see.
I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this to that NIL money. I just had a great conversation with a guy I gotta leave these people nameless. I guess I'm media now, so I gotta leave my sources nameless. But
I've always left them nameless.
the NIL, because there's no rules to it right now. This thing's starting to trip. Is y'all audio sound good or no?
I hear
Nah,
you.
you good.
I don't know what's happening. It sounds like a robot.
You good.
Hold on, man. I'm gonna log out and log back. I don't know why it's doing this. It's like it's staticking.
Yeah, all right. You can log out, log back in. I ain't going to worry right now.
I don't understand nothing you say. I'm gonna log out and come right back in.
Coach Hayes having one of my technical difficulties. He's having one. I had a guy hit me on my, and I say this comment. Alonzo, you fell off. I didn't fall off. I didn't fall off. I stopped doing videos. I don't have to do this for a living. I enjoy doing it for a living. I don't have to. I mean, I enjoy doing it. I don't have to do this for a living. I ain't fall off. I just stopped doing videos. All that cursing at people. That's what people come over here for. What the fuck is you talking about? I don't have to be like everybody else. I'm different. I don't pull up to the ceiling with my ceiling missing if the ceiling falling out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm different, bro. You know what I'm saying? And even if I fell off, I'm still the originator of this.
Yo, I can't wait, man.
Hey, how you gonna? You don't have my number. You don't have my number on Facebook. You don't have. We not on Facebook or nothing like that.
Nah, I ain't on Facebook.
How am I gonna get you my number? How am I gonna get you my number?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you can send me the cash app for the chain, but
you got my cash. You got my cash app.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out. You can't send numbers on cash app, can you?
No.
I gotta get your number, Ariel.
Alright.
I tell you what. Before I hang up, once I'm not live anymore, we can talk. So I'm about to get off in a few seconds anyway. So we've been off over an hour. I said I want to do it. I'm gonna see if Coach Hayes gonna come back in. But that's what I wanted to talk about tonight. I'm gonna let Coach Hayes get his comments in, and then we're gonna get up off here in a second anyway. So.
For sure.
All right. What's going on, Coach? Now you said you talking about NIL.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's happening with the thing, but anyway, the NIL has been. Oh, this thing's starting again. I don't know what's up, but anyway, the NIL, because there's no real rules behind it through the NCAA, bro. You got these big time programs that's cutting kids' check. That's basically you paying them under the table, saying, "Hey, this is your NIL deal." You go out there and say maybe one little commercial for $500,000. They're not even holding them to like a real contract, right? So when you got major money moving and we need this guy, imagine somebody saying, "Hey, I'm gonna give you $250,000. That's your NIL, quote unquote NIL money." You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely.
Huh?
We hear you. You having one of my nights. You having one of my nights.
Say again?
You having one of my nights when my equipment don't work right for me.
I'm on my phone, man, because I'm not even at the crib. Is it working or no? Is it messed up?
No, we hear you. You can't hear us. We can hear you clearly. We hear you great.
Yeah, but I was just saying, so you get one of those deals. It's better now for some people. But anyway, you get one of them deals, and so now these big time boosters, it's not even businesses anymore, right? They may run it through the business to keep it legal, but who's to say right now, Zoe, your job can't give you a salary of $1 million a day and you just show up, or for example, how they used to pull it back in the day was we couldn't give you money, but what the boosters would do was give your mama a job at their company, and you go in there and file papers for about an hour, and you leave for the day, and her salary $200,000 a year.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to see if the Air Force Academy will do that while they recruit my daughter. I'm trying to figure out they'll do that. You know what I'm saying? Give me a job. You know what I'm saying? As a welder on the. I'm trying to work my way in. Give me a welder on the flight line. I used to be a welder with Lockheed Martin. You know what I'm saying? Give me like a $300,000 a year, and I go in and teach the guys how to weld for 45 minutes a day.
but I'm saying that's what they're doing now, right?
That's what they do.
So I'm saying
that's what they've always done.
But they used to have to do that through the parents. Like how these parents used to get houses. They get a job with the Coach Hayes financial company, or we paying your moving expenses because you got this job. We buy you a house that's part of your packaging, right? Your friends' benefits, all this crap. but yet they ain't working the job. You know what I'm saying? It's the same type of thing, but now they can do it directly to the player.
Hey, Coach,
So-
you think we can get an NIL deal, Coach? You on YouTube?
Yeah, hey, I want one. Let me get one. I told him, boy, I'll be the cleat cleaner, boy. We got there with the freshest shoes on the field, boy.
Hey, I remember that. I remember that. Me and Eric got into an argument one time. Eric gonna tell me now. Coach, Eric gonna tell me. He told me I was wrong now. I said if Florida State paid me $100,000 a year to do YouTube videos,
I'm gone.
Eric gonna tell me don't take the money.
I won't even talk to you no more.
Yeah, you will.
In the grass on that fucking field.
Ariel, I'm gonna say this. I'll say this to you, dog. Hey, boy, I done lost friends for less. So let me tell you something. Bruh, I love you to death, but guess what? I gotta go.
Go.
I'm not even mad at you.
Coach, I don't even. Coach, I barely make $1,000 a year on YouTube, and Miami ain't paying me nothing.
Hey,
I tell
you
you
wanna
what.
know why? It's the same thing, bro. Think about this. You got dudes that, for a prime example, my homeboy Q1 Radcliffe played for Florida, did all this, and he got to wear a Florida State shirt every day because he worked for Florida State now.
Hey, Coach, just think about it. This is the impact of the University of Miami. I'm gonna show you the impact of the University of Miami. Just on this alone. Just on this alone. Like I say, I started doing YouTube live videos. I was doing YouTube live videos when they weren't YouTube live. So I would record my videos, take phone calls, and then upload it right after the game. And then upload them. Before YouTube live was even available, I would do post-game shows. People call the show, have my number, and do it basically like a live show. You know what I'm saying? And then upload it. And then it went to YouTube Live, and I did YouTube. So I did YouTube Live before YouTube Live was basically even fucking invented, right?
Okay.
Now, we have 1,000 Miami Hurricane YouTube video makers doing live streams. Now, every other school is following what Miami doing. Every other school is getting YouTube videos for it, but the first people to do this was Miami. The first people to do this right here, y'all remember that? You remember the first people to do that was Miami. Every team in high school, Pop Warner, does this right now. Like, Miami has never been a team to follow nobody. They've always been trendsetters, and this is the thing. Even with all the YouTube creators of University of Miami, like at the end of the day, we almost dominate. We have the largest fan base on social media. Period. Like, it's crazy, and this is why I say this is why people ask me why I didn't like the 305 chain. Why you ain't 305 chain? Why you ain't like it? Because the 305 chains only represents Miami. It doesn't represent the U. Because the U is represented in every state,
everywhere,
every city. So I don't live in a 305. I live in the 803. I bleed the U.
That's right.
I bleed the U.
I could dig that.
And you got people who, most of the people that go to the University of Miami aren't even from the state of Florida. Like, they come from everywhere. You know how many doctors and lawyers, that's from New York? New York adopted school because we don't have a college team. 70% of people in New York City root for the University of Miami. We don't have a college team. They don't root for Syracuse and shit like that. They root for the University of Miami. Everybody from New York wants to. You listen to every rap. Told you know every rap song when you talk about people from New York, they always scream, "I'm going to Miami. My way to Miami." Like, this is New York. New Yorkers love Miami. It's an infatuation. That's why some New Yorkers live there. And the only team that think about it, as great as the Heat was, they still had more Knicks fans in their stadium.
Yeah, and you know what? That's real, because when I remember going to school, and I remember getting into scraps, like 6th, 7th, 8th grade with cats. They'd be like, "Man, New York, New York, New York," and I was like, "Yo, dog, go back. And
Yeah,
they'd
but-
be
but-
like,
but they
no,
all
and
know.
I was like, yo, let's like it was. But what
But that's when it
was
came to basketball. But when it
Oh,
comes
no,
to
it
football,
just
when it
no,
comes
it
to
was just a general
football,
culture.
no, I'm just saying. But when it comes to football, everybody that live in Miami that's from New York is a Hurricane fan. I can damn near guarantee that.
But you know what? Like everybody knows, you can go anywhere and say the Miami Hurricanes, and they know what you're saying.
You ain't even gotta say that. We do
No,
sign
you-
language. We do sign language. You ain't gotta say nothing.
Oh,
Hey,
that's
coach,
it.
how many times you ride down the street when you was in Atlanta or anywhere, when you travel anywhere,
The
and you see a
brand.
tag? If you see a tag, now this is what we do out of state. If you see a tag, y'all pull beside each other and throw that fucking you. Am I wrong, coach?
Ah, you're right. I do it up here in Orlando all the time.
Anytime somebody with that tag, it's like no other school has that. You pull beside somebody. We do it here on. You damn near get in a wreck. You doing 95 down I-20. Throwing the damn you up. Gotta put your hands on the steering wheel. Because when you see that tag, it's like a brotherhood. It's like a family. And it's the most recognizable symbol in all of sports. The only symbol that's close to that is just as recognizable, but you can't do nothing with it, is that Dallas Star. You can't do nothing with the Dallas Star. All you can say Cowboy. You know what I'm saying? But when you throw this shit right here up, no matter where you at, everybody know what it is. And that's what Miami has going for him. And that's what Mario Cristobal is. And that's what he didn't have to embrace it because it's already in him. So he didn't have to embrace it. Al Golden wanted to turn us to Penn State South. Mark Rick wanted to turn us to the Miami Hurricane School of Baptist Preachers and Almanard Christian.
Notre Dame. You want to
He
Notre Dame?
turned to Notre Dame, and what's name was just fucking confused. He was trying to listen to his daddy. He was just confused. He was just fucking confused. He ain't know. He thought Sebastian was supposed to ride a horse. He thought Sebastian was supposed to ride a horse. Like it's crazy.
All right, so let me ask y'all a quick question. Because y'all brought up the trend setting, and y'all probably talked about this. I'm just bringing conversation. So with the fours up, running through the smoke, all the different things we set, the trends we set. I mean, think about it. Even our logo is not even part of us, right? The U. You would have think it would have been an M. It would have been the Hurricane. It would have been something, right? Like we even got our own nickname, like the U. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So do you think the chain should have been gone?
I think the chain's coming. I think the chunk's coming back. I think it's
no. Should they have ever been taken away?
No. I was big on that. No.
How about you, Ariel? What you think?
Nah.
Yeah,
Ariel just bought my last one. I was going to do a raffle tonight, Coach. Ariel said, "Fuck that raffle." Ariel said, "I was going to do a raffle."
I didn't buy the raffle.
Ariel was like, "Fuck that raffle. What you want for it?"
No, I didn't do that.
I said,
I didn't do that. No,
it should never been gone.
You know why?
Because every team copied the chain. Every team copied the chain.
When August starts, my 2-door coupe, it's got 2 flags, one on each side, and I fly them colors. And I go to bars, and I engage. I talk to people, and I get live. We about this man.
You see that big ass U on the back of my truck?
Live or die.
Do you see that big ass U on the back of my truck?
Y'all.
And I got the small U with the chrome U with the chrome When people, it's on the back of my truck. It's on the back of my car. It's on the back of every vehicle that I got. When I pull up, that's the same. You see that U right there? The U on the back of my truck cover my whole fucking window. When I go somewhere and I make sure my pipe's loud as hell on that truck. If I see any other college team, I make sure I fly past them so they can see the back of my fucking truck.
I got to get that change though.
We about to get off right now. Hey, Coach, I'm gonna be on Mark Rogers. And I'm doing this really because Coach, I'm telling me and Coach, I ain't gonna say everything we talk about, but like, Coach is probably has been the biggest if you see the change you see in me, a lot, like, even though I'm still aggressive and shit, but a lot of the change that you see in me is because of the counseling that I got from Coach. I had a guy tell me the other day. He had a guy tell me the other day, and your weak ass cried on YouTube and you cried on Facebook. Yeah, I did. Listen, I'm a man. I have no issue with showing my emotions, but you emotional right now because you sound like you want to cry. You emotional right now. Maybe that's what you need to do. You need to cry because you think holding it in makes you tougher when it don't. You think holding it. No, if you cried, you the one that got the fucking teeth fixed in your fucking mouth. Because that's more of a problem. That's more of a problem because them teeth gonna kill you, bro. Like, you got white teeth in your damn mouth. But we about to get off.
Hey, fellas.
I gotta get T2.
Listen, I was just about to tell y'all go ahead, man. I got to dip, man. About to go grab something to eat. Man, as always, pleasure, man. See y'all boys, man. Hey, 2 years coming up, man, Monday.
Hey, Coach, I'll be in Fort Myers at the end of the month. So I'm come out at you there.
All right. All right.
Hey, y'all tell T2Y to do it right here. Where T2 at now? Y'all tell T2Y. Tell T2Y this is what I'm doing now.
So you need the power.
I gotta remember T2Y. T2Y my little bro. Remember T2Y used to pull his hair down? Y'all tell T2Y this is where I'm at in a year and a half. Y'all tell T2Y this is where I'm at in a year and a half right now. Told T2Y I was gonna pass him. Where my brother at? Where T2Y? T2Y, y'all tell I'm gonna pass you. T2Y, I got T2Y, y'all tell I'm gonna pass you, T2Y. I told I'm gonna pass T2Y. I thought I was gonna pass T2Y. I told you, man. I told you you're gonna let them things mess with you a little bit, man. So T2Y, I'm excited, dog. That's my bro. I love T2Y. I just had to mess with him. But yeah, we about to get off. I said I was gonna do an hour. We did an hour 20. Great conversation. Appreciate all the donations. If I didn't read the donations, I apologize because I'm trying my best to keep the flow going without stopping and reading every donation. So I'll highlight them. If you text me, I'll read it. If you hit me on Cash App, I'll read it. Other than that, I'm just gonna do my best to highlight them. And I appreciate every single donation, whether you donate through Cash App or StreamYard, YouTube, whatever. I appreciate the donation. Lady J, she gonna let me keep that painting until she get me another one. She already taking the bitch to the car. Y'all see that shit?
Boy, Taylor.
I just need her to put some signature. You got to put the Sean Taylor to stuff. Oh, you got to
you got to put that Taylor.
You got to put that Sean Taylor up here. Yeah.
Oh,
you got to put
on
Sean
the
Taylor.
mat.
Yep, on the mat.
Damn, boy, he was good, wasn't he?
Huh?
Yeah.
He was good, wasn't he?
He was great. It's amazing that people got mad at me because I said Ed Reed is the greatest, and they get mad at me for saying that. Like,
nah.
What bugs me out is I say Ed Reed's the greatest to me, right? But look at this right here. I'm about to show you something. Look at what is that? What is that right there between that 1219? That is Sean Taylor.
Yeah, right there in the middle.
That's Sean Taylor with the halo above him. He has the halo above him.
Yeah, that's live.
That lets you know how I feel about it. He has the halo above him. I put that light there above, and you know what? That light never turns off. Never.
Good.
It's been on for 3 years.
Good.
Hadn't burned out, never. And if it burned out and turn off, I'll put in that one light stays on in my house 24/7.
It's a candle.
It stays on 24/7. That light stays on 24/7.
Yeah, it's a candle.
24/7 it stays on, bro. But yeah, y'all check me out on Mark Rise. I'm about to get off and holler at Ariel and
Give me up.
No, don't hang up, Ariel, because you gonna stay when I hang up, you still be on.
God.
So don't hang up. 'Cause when I hang up, you'll still be on. So hey man, I love you guys. Y'all start checking me out every Friday. I'll be on every Friday around between 7:30 and 8:30. Y'all start checking me out every Friday, man. I'm gonna get some former players on, and we just gonna chop it up. Like I said, I like talking coaching. Now next week we'll talk some more. We'll talk some more about the players and what's going on in spring. And more than likely, I said I wasn't gonna go to the spring game because I couldn't afford it because I was. Lady J, tell you, I could barely walk. I could barely walk. She came over here a couple. I could barely walk. That's how.
I'm finna
Now
be
I
on
can
it
walk
for the
around.
Clemson game.
So I lost. No, what I'm doing. I might go to the Clemson game. I might not. What I'm doing is, huh?
That's my birthday.
Well, yeah. What I'm doing is every game I'm hosting a party at my house. So for all the fans in the Carolinas that are Miami Hurricane fans, if it's 100 people, everybody welcome.
Hi, sweet baby.
And I'm gonna say this, Billy has let me invest a little bit in Freedomcast TV. So listen, if you don't want to donate to the channel, buy Freedomcast TV. Don't watch TV, Freedomcast TV. Y'all told y'all shit direct TV. Like, go get Freedomcast. I'm telling you, y'all think I'm playing. Every movie you get, don't watch TV, Freedom TV. Become free. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up on Messenger, and I will show you the real deal. I will show you the real deal. If you don't want to miss a game, if you're tired of looking for games, you're tired of looking for streams, you're tired of looking for all that shit. If you live outside of Miami, even if you live in Miami, you want them. You get everything. You get everything. So you get everything. So hit me up. You know what I'm saying? And we'll get you going. I'm telling you, believe me, it's $35 a month, and I'm just telling you, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You can get rid of your Netflix and all that. You can get rid of Netflix, all that. You can get rid of all that. All that's on there. Netflix, all the movies, MMA fight, all that. All of it. So your Netflix is $20 a month now, just for Netflix. Just think about it. So don't watch TV, Freedom TV. Alright? So, hey, you don't have to get it, but I promise you, if you get it, you won't be disappointed. I love you guys, man. Y'all get mad at Ariel about the raffle. Ain't my fault. I'm taking the bag. It is what it is, man. Love you guys, man. We are out of here.
Bye.